Hey, what's up? Just got here. As usual, my feet hurt. I'm fucking tired. I was on Yahoo News and I was reading something about this police chief in Platte, Caney, Oregon, which is like the middle of fucking nowhere, probably. Anyway, what happened was this police chief he had to resign because of an incident that took place back in June. No, like his two officers filed a complaint against him in July, and those two officers are Officer Stone, Officer Gibson. What happened was Stone arrested a black woman, and she said that she would sue for discrimination. So Stone told Hoover, his boss, about this incident, and Stone quoted the woman as saying, when you look at me, am I black skin, am I navy hair, all you see is an animal. And Hoover interrupted and said to him, well, that's what she is. Okay, and so that's pretty, offensive. You know. And so then Chief Hoover started acting like a monkey, and he started making monkey noises. Now Stone tried to continue he tried to continue his debriefing, and again Hoover interrupted him by saying that that's what they deserve. So it got even worse than that, because then he started singing this old song called Dixieland, which is like a really offensive song. This song was sung during the Civil War. It's a pro slavery song, and sometimes it was sung in blackface. And okay, then Hoover got on his knees and started acting like fucking broadcast. I apologize for that annoying truck, but that was loud as shit. And so it got worse, and he got on his knees and started acting like he was putting someone in a headlock and started doing like fake punches. And it's just this guy's behavior is despicable, actually. So he resigned. He was paid. Actually, before he resigned, he was put on paid leave before he resigned. Then he resigned, and then the mayor, who's a total dope. I mean, I think she's even worse than this guy. Like, he's an asshole. This Hoover guy's an asshole. But this mayor of Clark County, Oregon's a bigger asshole. Her name is Diane Poe, and she issued a public letter in one of the papers praising this guy, saying he was an honorable guy, saying that he had done a job well done. She not once. I read two articles on this. Not once did she ever mention any kind of apology, and nothing. It was like this fucking dumb bitch. I mean, and she's old. She's like 71, and she's probably out of touch. And also older white people. I mean, they come from a very different world. They come from a time when it was almost normal to say racist shit. I mean, like in a person's face. Like back in the old days, a white person could say the N word in front of a black person's face, and sometimes the black person wouldn't do anything because they were afraid. Back then they were afraid to do anything against a white person because the cops were back then the cops were very racist. So black people were afraid to do anything back then if they were called the N word. So she comes from that old generation. So I think she's just a fucking moron. Hopefully she drops dead soon, so her generation doesn't exist anymore. But she's just a piece of crap. Not one apology, this dumb bitch. I really just annoyed the shit out of me. That this kind of behavior. I mean, we as a society, we need police. And when you see this kind of behavior, I can understand why black people and even Hispanic people don't like cops because of this bullshit behavior of this police chief. He's not a regular police officer. He is the police chief of this small city. This really hurts their image. And his mayor's a moron for not apologizing. No, Officer Stone is a white guy. When I was first reading the article, I thought maybe he's a black guy, but he's actually a white guy, and him and his wife have been the recipients of harassment from the community. Also, his wife was run off the road twice, and Stone was called the N word. I mean, he's a white man, but he was called the N word. You try to do the right thing, and you got to deal with this bullshit. It's like it's so fucked up. You're trying to fix a wrong, and you gotta deal with assholes who just you know want to make him feel bad about himself. He shouldn't. Hopefully this officer still doesn't feel bad about himself at all. I mean, he did the right thing, and exposing his boss for being a fucking racist. Anyway, it's just right now I'm just tired and. Monday just ended, so now it's Tuesday, and God, I hate Mondays. By the way, Mondays, after the weekend, Monday is just like it's like a reminder of the week, a reminder of the things to come. So Monday is like off the checklist. Now we're on Tuesday, and then tomorrow Wednesday, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and back to the weekend in a couple of days. Tonight wasn't too bad. Like the restaurant wasn't too busy. We had some moments where it was busy, but yeah, it wasn't too busy at all. It was actually we left like 10 minutes early because it was slow, and it gave us time to catch up on shit. Oh man, I love leaving early. Just like even if it's 10 minutes early, it's so early. Just got the fuck out of there. Like earlier, I was trying to film this at it's a place called Bradford Park. It's about say about 7 blocks away. I was trying to film there earlier during the sun, but I kept getting it wrong. Like I kept saying things wrong, and like this broadcast was pretty good. Like it wasn't too bad. Well, guess I'll be going to bed soon. I gotta do my laundry. I know I stink right now. I haven't washed my uniform in 2 days, so after 3 days, I wash my uniform. And I'm sure I smell really bad, like ass and feet and all that shit. And tomorrow morning, I'm gonna wash my uniform and then put it in the dryer, and then I gotta be at work tomorrow or I keep saying tomorrow, but later today I gotta be at work at 1:30 to 7. Also, the stock market sucks, man. Yeah, in these kind of scenarios, you gotta be very patient with the stock market. I heard it's gonna take like 18 months for the market to recover. That's what I heard. Some people are saying that it's gonna go down to 15,000. Some guy said it's gonna go down to. Some guy said the Dow Jones is gonna go down to 6,000 points. Like right now, the Dow is about 16,000, but it's gonna go down another 10,000. Some guy said that on the internet. I hope he's wrong. Right now, they're saying you have different people with different views, but some guy actually predicted this and he got it right. It was a different guy, but he said, "Oh yeah, it's gonna go down. It's gonna be ugly and." I hope this correction in the market ain't too bad. It's like hopefully it just rebounds eventually, and then we're back to making money again. Like I tried learning options trading, and I'm like, I read that book. I read 2 books on options trading. I'm like, I kind of got some of it, but most of it was like, what the fuck are they talking about? It's like their own language, and I really just like, I just gave up after reading 2 books. I just gave the fuck up. I'm like, I might give it another try someday soon, but. When you read those kind of financial books, they're just over my head, over anybody's head, really. When you trade options, you can make you can make money in up markets, down market. You can even make money when the market is moving sideways. They're designed for any market condition. And the thing with options is they're really risky. I mean, you can lose your entire investment. Your entire investment is out the window if you're not careful with options trading. So if I ever do figure it out better, and if I ever do get into that business, I'm gonna just take little baby steps and just try to kind of figure it out. You don't want to jump right. You don't want to jump too much or too big into something new. You want to just take little steps and then kind of just ask questions, figure it out. I'll be doing that eventually someday soon. taking little baby steps, and just even with the camera, I'm just gonna take baby steps. Like I've been broadcasting to you guys for the past maybe 2 weeks already. And I'm becoming a bit more assertive. Like I'm really awkward around people, so I'm becoming a bit more assertive. And you know, I'm doing good. I'm gonna get a new camera soon at some point. I'm gonna get an iPhone because their camera is amazing, and this camera kind of sucks actually. I mean, I'm doing the best I can, but it kind of sucks. I'm also trying to go up to New York City to become a paparazzi. It's very again, baby steps. Like I spoke to my friend today, and he told me, well, he described New York as baby steps because New York is like 2 hours away, so that's baby steps. And eventually, if the paparazzi career works out, I might venture out to I might venture out to L.A. I mean, that's where the real money is, from my understanding, L.A. Because like most celebrities have homes in L.A. and New York. So they go back and forth, but I think most of the time the celebrities are in L.A. or Hollywood. So if I do become rich in this business, or well, if I become very successful in this business, I'm gonna go to L.A. And my dream is to make film, movies and all that shit. That's my dream. You can make a lot of money doing that too if you make a hit movie. Even if it's a low budget movie, they make like Napoleon Dynamite is considered a low budget movie, and I made a bunch of money. And that guy is rich. The guy who made or created Napoleon Dynamite is a pretty well off guy. I think his name is Jared Hash. He's like he was a young guy when he shot it. I guess 26 when he shot it, and now he's like a multi-millionaire from all the Napoleon Dynamite merchandise and shit. Very it takes hard work, but if you make it, it changes your whole life. Buy a new, you get to buy a nice house, nice car, maybe date hot chicks. So that's for me that's the end goal, or that's the destination that I'm trying to go for. It's just make money, bang some really hot chicks, buy a nice house, drive a nice car, blah blah blah. I was watching this documentary where this one guy took a picture of Lindsay Lohan. It's an old documentary called Celebrity, and in the documentary, they like follow paparazzi, but it's also about people's obsession with celebrity. Like I mean, I'm not really into celebrity, but in the documentary, there are people that have no life pretty much, and they just read about celebrities. They live vicariously through celebrities, and so this one guy, what he did was he shot a picture of Lindsay Lohan. She was passed out in a car, and he made like $188,000 from that one picture because there are companies that will pay that money because that picture probably appeared in a bunch of newspapers and websites throughout the world. So it seems like a lot of money to you and I, but to a National Enquirer or TMZ, to them, $188,000 is nothing to them because they're so rich. These companies. So if I ever get that lucky and take that kind of a picture where someone pays me a bunch of money, I'll be a very happy camper. I could buy a home. I could probably take care of my parents more. That kind of shit. So photography. When I was younger, no one told me about this photography shit. I mean, I was aware of it, but I thought photographers made like a couple dollars. And that was pretty much it. I had no idea it could become this astronomical for that one picture. That one dude made $188,000. I mean, that's a game changer, definitely. Anyway, I'm gonna sign off because it's time to go home, and I'm tired. I'm thirsty, and all right, see ya.